guys, welcome back yet again. Anyway, I got some new stuff from Nordstrom's rack and I thought I would share some of it with you. All right, one of the things I got was this here. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to try. It's Velvet Maxi Sculpt V-Shape Collagen Gel Elastic Reshape Filler and Primer. Sounds like something I could use. Here they had this at Nordstrom's rack online, and it says preserves skin shape. Rare botanical extracts provide long-term anti-aging benefits and perfect base for foundation. Okay, application daily. Pat and press into face and neck. I'm going to take a couple squirts of this and just, it says kind of pat and press in areas losing elasticity. Well, the eyes, around my mouth, around my jaw. Well, let's just do the whole face. I found it online as low as $100. I found it as high as $179, and Nordstrom's rack had it for $44.97. It is a 1 ounce bottle, which is 30 mils. I really want to give this this primer a chance and see how this works. So what I'm going to do is use that with a foundation that I've really been loving lately, and that has been the Laura Geller Filter First foundation. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on my little palette. And this little thing, everybody's using this. This is the Real Techniques. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Face and Body Sponge. Ulta has these, and they are, I believe these sell for around $10. This one, and this is a beauty blender. You can do like your entire face. And I've been liking to go ahead and put my foundation on my face lately instead of picking it up like I usually do. With that, I've been liking to go ahead and place it on my face and then just kind of pat lightly. The only thing I don't like, it's hard to get into the kind of the corner of your eye, but I mean, look at that. I'm really liking how that's going on. Huh. Oh, this is a great foundation. I have normal to dry skin. My face is very dry. The only thing I do not like I said, is having to get in this corner. How the heck? I'm liking how it's working as a primer, though. It is looking nice on the skin. I'm loving how this sponge is working. Didn't pick up a brow product from there, but this is a new product. I normally use number 4 in this, and now they have, I call them half sizes because they're halves. So this is, let me show you, this is number 4 that I usually use, and this is number 3.5. I'm going to show them next to each other because they're very close. See, this one is 3.5. It's a little lighter, but it's a pretty cool tone. One thing I like about these pencils, I mean, boom, done. Now, easy way to do this is follow the underneath your brow lightly, and you see I'm doing light kind of feathery strokes. Then go just above the hairline, just above your hairline, so you see the bottom of your hair is right down there. You want to go just above that, and then just below it on the top. Now that's how you fill them in. Now if you have a spot that's missing or you want to fill in, so I don't like that spot right there being bare, so I come here and see how I just went ahead and went across. I just filled that little area right there, and how I did that is just soft strokes. There you go. Same thing on this side. I do the same thing because I don't like how that little area right there is kind of missing. And I fill that in. That's all I do to my brows. Then I take my little spoolie and just give them a couple of little just little knocks in. This brow always tends to wind up lighter, and I always have to go back and go a little darker to get them even. There we go. This fully is your best friend. And now a lot of people go over them with concealer. I don't. I do go and take my sponge that I used, whatever I used on my face, and I will go over it like that. But as far as, you know, going in with a obscene amount of concealer, I don't do that. I don't like it. I don't like how it looks. Now, if I'm going full glam or doing a very, you know, specific look that requires a very structured brow, I will do that. Otherwise, I don't. I don't have a powder. And you guys are always asking me about, you know, less expensive options for powder. So I've been kind of searching around. JCat does make the, there's a powder foundation that they make. And that is, it's a little dark for me. It's the Aqua Assurance. This is from JCat, but this is the fair tone. But the problem is it looks light, right? It looks light, but this oxidizes like crazy on me, so it doesn't work real well. But I do like to use it. I like to actually use that by itself. And the other one has been the Winky Lux Diamond Powders. I don't recall exactly how much these were. These are a powder foundation also. And I use that to lightly set my face, especially on days, oh, I put my thumb right in that. Don't you love thumbnails? Ain't that a thumbnail? But I use that when I want more coverage. On days that I don't want a whole lot of coverage, I stick with the my Urban Decay. I love the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the waterproof one. It's the only one I've used. Never tried the other one. I'm guessing it's about the same, but it is kind of dark for me. So what I do is I kind of just pat this in. I start kind of in my cheeks, and I almost use this as a bronzer, but if you go light, I can set my face with it. But I always make sure to go right in here just to kind of give it some color. But this is great for people with drier skin. And I do like the pressed powder. I wasn't a pressed powder person until I tried this. This kind of, it got me sold. But you see, I just go very light, just to put a light kind of dusting over the face, just to make sure that all the foundation is set down properly. Now the fun part. I got this. Where is my paper? Oh, here it is. This was another item that I got. This is from the, I think this was part of the Nikki Tutorials Club. I'm not positive. This is called California Dreaming. It is a three-way kind of. It has a blush. It has a bronzer. And whoa. And it has kind of it's a darker toned, well, this is very powdery. I'm very surprised for Ofra. There's the three colors. That is a kind of pink. The only thing I don't like about these, I don't like when they're in little tiny palettes like this. I just don't, because it's so hard. I'm gonna go in. This is the Luxie 516 dual fiber powder brush. Just gonna go in with that, and I'm just, wow, that is very powdery. Yeah, just gonna go in and kind of lightly. Yeah, that's way too pink for me. Just gonna kind of lightly just bring a little bit into my cheeks. What do you think? I don't know. That's a questionable right there. Let's see how the just going to grab the Luxie. This is the Precision Foundation Brush, which I actually use for bronzers. And I'm going to actually use this, to define my chin. I'm going to use this more of a contour and kind of define my cheek in with it. Now I am going a little higher than my cheek, and that's because I like to try to take a weight off my face. And when you do that, when you come up higher than the hollows, you do really thin the face out. There we go. That is pretty, I'll tell you. I will give it that. It's always hard to match it up because I go above the hollow, so I always have to really watch where I go. That's not bad though. And this, I believe this was 14. This was $14.97, and these are normally probably around 20 something, $30. Oh, for a little on the expensive side. So I'm thinking this may be 20 something or 30 something. I'm not positive. I didn't. It's one thing some of the products I could not find this one. And I don't know if, I'm assuming they still make it. I don't know though. That is very pretty. There we go. Now what I like to do, I'm not going to use the highlighter in there because that is a little darker tone for me. Going back in, this is the powder brush I used. And I like to just kind of soften that line right there. Not too much, but I mean, it's daytime. I don't want to be like super, you know, contoured. There we go. Now, what else did I get? I got 2 different eye products. These are the Stila Magnificent Metals. The first one I got is a Shimmer and Glow, and this is the color Bohemi, I think is how you pronounce that. I don't know if you can even read that. There you go. Bohemi, I think. Very pretty. It's a shimmer tone. Grab me a makeup wipe. I'm covered in makeup now, guys. You know, anytime I get new makeup, I always wind up just absolutely covered from head to toe in makeup. But, hey, that's part of life. There we go. Let me wipe that off. I am liking how this really helped the foundation. It's not settling in my lines as bad. Now, of course, you can see lines. The difference between seeing lines and settling in lines is when you look at the line, you see how it just looks like the line. It doesn't look real cakey there, or look, you know, where you can really see the foundation just kind of sitting. Almost like a little puddle in between two you know, divot, in a divot. Okay, this is the Stila in the color Bohemi. It's very pretty. It's kind of a pinky, almost a plum kind of pink color. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I love these shimmers on these. And they really do. You let them sit for a second, and then you can really just blend them out like that. I love wearing these on the lid. A lot of times I will wear just this on my lid. I'm not going to do that today. Well, you know what? Let's do that. I'm going to grab, this is like my go-to palette that I use every day. I love this palette. This is my all-time #1 palette, and that is the Dose of Color Ice Cream palette. That's his here. If you ever see me wearing just kind of a raspberry, it's called Blueberry Swirl. That's this color here. And I just like to pick that up on, this is a Morphe 441. Pick that up and just kind of work that into that crease. Once I get the color where I want it, I just really just blow that out. And you can tilt I like to tilt the brush up and just really work that up in there. Really blend that out. There we go. And I like to go from the corner of my brow right into kind of a diagonal line. Let me show you. Kind of a diagonal line right there is where I work it, and that just really gives that lift to the eye. And because my eyes are so hooded, I would call extremely hooded eyes. And if I really work that color right into that area right there, it makes a huge difference. See? Let me do it on this side, and then you can really, See how on this eye it's really starting to lift that, and this eye is just kind of down, kind of droopy. That is the lovely part of my life and my lovely hooded eyes. If I could, I would not have hooded eyes, believe me. But it is so, I've looked at the process that there is an actual, it's a lid lift, and it's crazy because what they do is actually like kind of go in and cut part of your lid out. The extra skin, and I'm just not that vain. I'm just not that worried about it, you know. I mean, I do other people's makeup, and yes, they do look at my makeup, and I do makeup here, but I mean, it's not that troublesome. And really, there's a lot of people that have hooded eyes, but see how that really just gives that depth in there. Really just gives you depth, and it just builds that crease in, and really just kind of, you know, takes away from that area right here that's sticking outward and kind of tucks it backwards. If you watched my little tips and tricks I did the other day, I showed you a video specifically on how I do that. And this is a lighter look. I'm not like going crazy. The look that I showed you on was a little darker, kind of smoky look, and that's more where I could really show the process of how I do it when I go dark like that. Because when I do a lighter look like this, I don't really worry about it. This is one of my favorite colors to use out of this palette. You know how everybody has a everyday palette they use? This is mine. I just like to work that right in that corner and just slightly under. And now normally I go in and I put this color here, Peaches and Cream, which is this really light, flat kind of, just kind of a cream color. It's an off-white, but it has a pinky tint. It's hard to show you on here because it's very light, but it really just makes my eyelid pop. There it is there. This color right here, or I will even go in with that yellow. But my favorite one is that white, because that white just really brings that lid forward. Let me show you. Pick that up, and I just go ahead and just press that. It's just a matte, kind of very pale pink, almost white. And I will just set that right on the lid there. I'll show you how that really just, it really just brings that lid, see? It really just brings that lid to life. See how much life that gives that eye? It's so pretty. That is my favorite shadow look to do, is that one there. And it's so stinking easy. It is just 2 colors. Anytime you have hooded eyes, and if you are uncomfortable about them or very self-conscious about them, the best thing that you can do is, one, get over it. You're beautiful. Hooded eyes don't make beauty. Beauty is more within than anything else, and beauty fades. So you want to be a beautiful person inside, and outside is just the icing on it. The other thing, if it really bothers you that much, you can, like I showed you, you do the darker and then you bring a lighter color on the lid, and that really just makes that lid pop. Because when you have a hooded eye, it's so hard to really give definition to those lids. Now, I want to, you know what, I think I'm going to, I really want to try this on there. I'm going to grab this on a angled brush, one of these little guys here. I'm going to grab this on an angle brush. I want to try something. I want to try to put this right just along the, right at the lash line, and see if I can kind of, oh, that is pretty. There we go. I just want to kind of do a shimmery kind of wing here. Oh, that is pretty. It's kind of too light for this look. I probably should have done it a little darker. But I love doing these shimmery just lighter. That is very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I was hoping it'd be a little darker and show up a little more with this look, and it's not. On camera, it's not showing up as much as I want. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the lid. Let's go ahead and just put it on the lid here. It's not really showing up how I'm wanting it to with that wing, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leave that out, the corner out like that, and I'm going to come in on that lid. I think this will be pretty. It's just, yeah, that's the advantage of playing around with makeup. Let's go ahead and get that on there, and I'm going to use my finger just to kind of pat that in. When you have hooded lids, you have to be so careful, because you can actually transfer whatever you put on the lid up onto the top area, and you don't want to do that. I'm going to let that go ahead and come out like that. There we go. I'll let that come out there like that. I'm being silly. Here we go. I'm going to let that shimmer color really wing out there. There we go. Really come out, and then I'm going to go in with, let me wipe this, let me clean this little edge up here real quick. This sponge is way too big to be doing this, but this one isn't. You want to do one swipe outward when you do this. Lay your sponge down and one swipe outward, and see how that just cleaned that up without making a mess. I'm going to go in with my 24/7 Urban Decay pencil in the color Love Drug. This is from the Cherry collection, and I'm going to go ahead and, there we go. I'm going to make me a nice little wing, but I'm going to stay low. And instead of going up and over, I'm staying under, because I've got that shimmer there, and I really want to keep that shimmer there. Sorry, I'm looking in 3 different mirrors. There we go. I want to keep that shimmer, and it's hard to go over. There we go. That is pretty. I went a little low on this side. That's alright, we can always clean it up. Let me clean this side up. I'm going to raise that up and just go underneath here and clean that up. I am wiping off the shimmer one that I had on here. I'm using that to really get under there and clean that. I'm trying to get them even, and it's so difficult. There we go. Now, I want to keep that line right there, but I don't want a thick line. There we go. What I'm doing is just framing the eye with this color and giving that darker one a place to kind of set. I am going to blend this in, so don't freak out. I'm going to grab this little brush here. This is a Morphe E36. And I'm going to go in and really just take that color Love Drunk, and blend that in there. See how that's really giving that a nice place to sit. There we go. Perfect. And also, I'm going to go into here and pick up that berry swirl color. And just I'm going to kind of work that in with that liner that we used. There we go. I don't want to lose that berry tone at all. There we go. This is a great brush to just really blend out in that corner there, and you want to keep that berry tone right at the outer corner, because I really want kind of a berry, almost a berry kind of smoky eye right there. Here we go. I kind of want to darken it up a little bit out there. I need a little bit darker of a purple kind of berry tone, and I think I have that. I'm going to grab my Just happen to have another pink purple palette here. This is my Natasha Denona, my Lila palette. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go in with this angled brush, and I'm going to go in with, what is this color called? Amethyst right here. I'm just going to pick that up, and I want to keep that very tight in the outer corner of the eye. There we go. And I'm making just ever so slightly a little darker wing to sit there. So I have a darker, see how that really just gave that some form there. That other one just wasn't really the right tone of purple that I wanted. Because I do want to frame the eye on the outer corner right there. There we go. It's so hard when you have hooded eyes to really get that shadow where you want it. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Take this berry tone right here. We're just gonna, I want to kind of go under the eye right there in the corner. I don't want to lose that smokiness. There we go. And I'm going to, very last, take, what is this here? Smashbox in Raven, which is black, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in the waterline. And I'm also going to tightline. Oh, I hate doing that. It's so awkward to line your waterline and tightline your eye sometimes. Oh, I have such a hard time. You can also, I'm going to go real close to that lash line on top and just do that black, just to really kind of give a nice border to the eye. Even though I did tightline, I'm kind of wanting a little more there. So I'm tightlining it and very, very close to the lash line. I always make sure to sharpen this, and I'm working this into the actual lashes. There we go. And if you wear falsies, this is really a way to help hide that lash band when you do a lighter color like this. There we go. And there we go. Just really give my eyes a lot more color and a lot more structure than I had there before. I actually like that. It's kind of just real smoky, but purple. Alright, and last but not least, I did pick up some lipstick colors from SEPHORA. Let me go ahead and wipe. I hate having foundation on my lips. Alright, and I really want to try this color. I picked up 3 that came in this Nikki Tutorials set. I didn't see the little box. Why did I not bring it up here? Nikki Tutorials, the collab with SEPHORA, had the Everglow. This is in the old packaging, but this is the Everglow, which, forget the exact names, but this one is Glazed Donut, I do know. And I believe this one was Goddess. I can't remember exactly. But these are the 3 colors that she did with them. And they came packaged together with these 3 lip colors. Now, the 3 lip colors, this orange is so pretty. This is called Spell. And it is an orange. I'm not going to put it on my lips, so I'm just going to swatch it here. It's an orange, but it has like almost like a blue iridescent shift in it. It's crazy. It's very pretty though. That is Spell. And then we have Nude Potion, which that's the one I'm going to wear. So let me actually go to this one first. This one is Coven, which these are great for Halloween. These names are crazy. This is a nice brown. It's a very rich brown color, kind of coppery brown. And they are pretty good as far as like one swipe. There's those two. See how that orange has almost a purpley kind of shift in it. It's so freaking pretty. I'm going to go ahead in with this nude potion, which I thought would be good with this eye. That is a light nude. Which I think I'm going to darken this up a little bit. Yeah, you know what I should have done is went in with that brown, but I'm going to top that with a little bit of this. This is another one I picked up. This is Utopia. It is kind of a purpley, actually, you know what? I should have used that one instead. I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. Actually, that was pretty though. I'm not a real light colored nude lip person. I like more of a pretty, kind of pinky, rosy kind of nude. Oh, that is gorgeous. What was this? This is called Utopia, and it's a metallic purple. And that is perfect. That is perfect for this look because it matches, it almost matches my eye perfect. There we go. God, these smell so good. They smell like, they remind me of vanilla candles. Now, the pigment is good on these, but the reason why you see me going back and forth is I have a lot of lines in my lip. And anytime I wear a more metallic lip, I like to make sure to kind of put a nice coat on. See, to kind of fill some of those lines in, but that is gorgeous. I love that color. Let me go ahead and spray a little setting spray. I gave in and got this Morphe spray. It is such a light mist though. I find myself like dousing myself in this, and it's crazy. I did not get a new mascara, but I haven't really talked about this one too much because I'm not a real big mascara person. I'm very picky when it comes to mascaras. I picked this one up. This is the NARS Climax mascara, and I thought this was going to be one of those just typical, you know, overrated, overpriced products, but my favorite now is this or the Thrive. The Thrive is the one that really, it makes you look like you're wearing falsies, and you're not. But this NARS really just gives you so much. I'm going to do one eye, and then I will show you them together. It is a little more wet than I'm used to of a formula, hence why I get it on my eye. Anyway, there it is on one eye and with that on the other. I told you I have crazy lashes. Are those lashes? Those are my natural lashes. You see how long these little suckers are? They drive me nuts. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this on this eye. I have been wearing this for a couple weeks now, and it's not very bad. I haven't had any problems with it running, you know, or making a mess for me during the day. My eyes water like crazy, and I'm constantly rubbing my eyes during the day. That's why I was never like a big eye makeup wearer until I got older, and that's mainly because I constantly have my fingers on my face and in my eyes. I've always been like that. I don't know why, just me. Okay. And you don't need a super lot of this, but I do like to get this. I notice if you get it right down at the lash line, it will really build. Let me show you. See, it really fills in right down in the lash line so well. Sorry, I know this is a strange angle, but it is just, it's a very pretty formula. But it's a little wetter than I'm used to because I'm used to using the Urban Decay Perversion, but only the sample one do I like. Oh, I didn't get to show you the other color in the Stila was, what is it called? Sea Siren? Where is it? The reason why I'm reaching in my drawer here, this is because I already had it, and I want to keep this one sealed because I'm going to use this one for a giveaway. I already had the color. I did not realize it, but that's all right. This is Sea Siren, and the one thing that I don't like about this color is, you see that it has like this dark purple base to it, and if you do not use, it's so pretty though, it is so pretty. Let me show it to you on. It is so pretty, but you would not realize what it does. And I'll show you in a minute. That's it there. Look at that. That's like crazy. This is my favorite Stila Magnificent Metals color. Is this one. See, it's kind of like, it's a pretty like pinky purple until you, bam, hello, and there's the blue. That real neon-y color. Now, let me get this dried down, and I will show you what I don't like about it. Let me see if I can get it to do it. Nope, it's not going to. Oh, kind of. You can kind of see where it left that stain. It left my eyes stained with a almost like a blue color, and it was very difficult to get off. You just want to be very careful as far as using some kind of primer, some kind of good primer base on it, and other than that, I think we covered everything. But that has been what I picked up at Nordstrom's Rack. The thing I like about Nordstrom's Rack is you can get like top name brand stuff. You know, like for the most part, what I got this time around was the Stila and the Ofra. But I have, and also they have Hot Look. That's how you, let me see if I can cover this up so you can't see that part. There you go, Hot Look right there. That is their other company, and that is even less expensive than Nordstrom's Rack, but they only have, it's kind of weird how they do things, because they'll only have they'll have like a specific brand until it's gone, and then they'll get another one, and it's like, say they have Ofra today, they'll have Ofra today, and when that's gone, they'll switch up. I think they do it every week. If you watch Jen Loves Reviews, she talks a lot about Hot Look. I think there's an app that you can download for it, and check out Jen Loves Reviews, because I believe she has an affiliate link that gives you a percentage. It's either a percentage off or like, you know, free shipping. It gives you something, I think. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that there's something to do with that for her. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I know this has been a little longer video, but I figured I would just share some of the things that I picked up and kind of like to play around with. And I wanted to try this little different kind of pink smoky eye, and I think it came out pretty cute. I keep wanting to clean up that corner, because I did do the corners a little lower than I normally do, and I did that because I really wanted to pull the eye out and up, kind of mask-like. Anyway, I have a couple of Halloween looks coming up too, so look forward to seeing those. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!